on a farm about 30 kilometers from the city of Lviv in western Ukraine. 21-year-old Vasyl Kuzev is preparing for the spring sowing. So far, the family has sowed about a third of its 50 hectares of land, mostly with wheat. They have decided to plant soy when the weather gets warmer.
Now I have to spend more money on sowing. Before the conflict, fertilizer cost 12,000 Ukrainian hryvnia. Now they cost 20,000. A big difference. Because of the active fighting in eastern Ukraine, not many people are able to farm, so western Ukraine is responsible for most of the sowing.
The neighborhood has a total land area of around 3,000 hectares, mostly producing grains like winter wheat and barley, plus early crops like soy and corn. We paid a visit to the village office and met up with its head, Kozak Stepan. He told us the conflict has made life harder in the village.
We mainly plant winter grains, which we sowed during last fall on 50% of cultivated land. Now, soy and corn are being planted. But the conflict has still affected us a lot. Fuel, fertilizers, and protection from pests have become more expensive.
Known as Europe's breadbasket, Ukraine is a major exporter of wheat, barley, sunflower, and corn. But this year, experts predict at least one-third of the land normally used for spring crops, such as corn and sunflower, is likely to go unplanted. The Ukrainian government estimates the country may manage to plant over 13 million hectares of crops, but still is 3.5 million hectares less than last year.
Ukraine is a major global agriculture producer and exporter. But as a result of the conflict, the country is expected to see a sharp decline in crops planted by farmers this year. And people here have decided to focus on simpler, easier to grow crops rather than high-margin ones for export.
Tatiana Hetman, the head of the Lviv region's agriculture department, says the recent attacks on infrastructure, especially the one on the fuel depot, have disrupted its agricultural supply chain. Despite a funding program for the most vulnerable farmers, she says Ukraine will see a decrease of 30% in production of crops for basic goods.
Our government has the right to limit exports due to certain conditions like conflict to ensure food security. Many countries depend on Ukraine's exports, like the EU, some Asian and African countries. The world will surely feel the difference. The prices will go up and some products will not be available in those countries.
Vasyl Kuzev recognizes the challenges ahead for large-scale sowing. He says there's no other way but to work hard and provide food for people. For now, he wishes for peace in the country and an end to the ongoing conflict.